Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back for another interview today. Today, I'm interviewing a 6'9" big man that's going to be living out his dream at the high major level at Tulsa next year. A dominant force in the paint, my good buddy, Bryant Selebangue. This dude's a dominant big man that knows how to use his length on both ends of the court against his opponents. And if he gets that ball in his hands, he's slamming it on your head. There's no doubt about that. Broke so many records this past season, and I can't wait to get him on here and ask him some questions.
Yo,
Hey, there we go. Is that better?
hey, you good, bro?
Yeah, you doing good, Brody?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Man, it's great to finally have you on here, bro. Thanks for doing this with me.
Thanks for having me, man. So, how you
Uh,
doing?
Doing good, bro. Doing good, man. Just got done updating the record books, which, like I said, you broke so many records this past season. You're all over there, especially.
Yeah, I checked it out this morning. It was nice. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Appreciate
Absolutely, man. You're all over that record book. I was so happy to put your name on there. You really took a big step up this season for FSW. You spent your first year JUCO at Hutchinson, where you averaged 6.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, coming off the bench for a pretty good Hutchinson team.
it.
And then this past year, you took a huge leap, averaging 13 points and 10 rebounds a game, blocking 33 shots, averaging, basically a block a game there, while shooting 70% from the field, second best field goal percentage in FSW history.
Yeah.
What did you really do in between your freshman and sophomore years? What was it when you came to FSW also that really helped elevate your play where you were able to dominate like you did this past season?
Honestly, man, I'm gonna keep it simple for you. It was the work that we put in the summer prior to the season. Like we were in there all like I went directly from Hutchinson straight to FSW, so I didn't get any break, any type of pause, or anything. And Coach Murph had us working since day one, and that work we were doing in the summer transferred on to the season. So that's all I can say for you. We really put that work in during the summer.
And that definitely showed during the season. You guys had a great team, just like every other year FSW does. You sent six more guys to Division I level, including yourself. And like I said, and I'm gonna keep saying it, you broke so many records. You had 304 rebounds on the season. That's a single season record. You tied the single game record twice with 17 rebounds before ending up breaking it with 18 rebounds against Hillsborough. You went off for 23 and 10 offensive rebounds in that game. That's another record there. Just double leader, 16 double doubles in one season. That's another record there. What was it with your mentality just fighting for these boards to get your team second chance points every single night?
Honestly, it was like you just said. It's a mentality that I put myself in. Going out there, playing hard. You really gotta have heart. Just going out there and fighting, grabbing every rebound you can. And just your teammates, your coaches, they're all pushing you to get to that next level. So we're all fighting for the same goal. So that's the mindset I had going into those games, making sure I do what I do for the team, get the dub.
And you did everything you could for your team, especially after Justin Archer got injured there at the start of the season. He had an ankle injury. He was looking to be that starting five guy the first few games where you were coming off the bench for him.
Mm.
Roles really changed after that. You ended up taking on a much bigger role, being the team's leading scorer through the season, of course.
Yeah.
During that change of roles, what was it that really clicked for you where you just started slamming on people's heads, blocking shots, being such a dominant force in the paint?
I'm gonna tell you what it is, man. I was going through like a period where I was not doubting myself, but I didn't have my fire. So I went through a period where I was telling myself, nah, man, I gotta do what I gotta do. So I just found my fire again. That's what it really was that helped me elevate and push. But yeah, it was really finding my fire. Like, why am I playing? Why am I traveling all the way out here just to play for the sport? Once I found an answer to that, that's what really helped me elevate and push through.
And you were, in my opinion, and in a lot of other people's opinions, including some of the coaches and some of the people at FSW, you're the best big man that has ever come through FSW. And you talk about Simeon Kirkland, DeLazarus Keys, Deshaun Thomas, such great bigs. And I mean, you're the only player in FSW history to average a double double. only player in FSW history to get 300 rebounds in a season and 100 offensive rebounds in a season. That shows, just fight every single night. You're just putting that work in and dominating on the glass. And that's what got you so many great offers. I know Northern Illinois was one of the first ones, North Carolina A&T. And then you really started picking up more towards the end, Bradley, Buffalo. You actually took visits to those schools as well as Southern Illinois, Cal State Bakersfield, and Tulsa, where you're going to end up going, of course. What was that recruitment process like? What was it like getting all these schools hitting you up and going on these different visits?
Honestly, man, it was great. It was great. But throughout the whole process, I was just trying to lock in on the season, making sure we get the Hutch, because that was the ultimate goal, to get into Hutch. Because we knew all those coaches were going to be out there. So I try to stay in as locked in as possible throughout the season, not let the coaches be too much of a distraction. But it was a good process, having coaches talk to you, telling you what they need for you to do for the team and everything. And it was a process I definitely enjoyed, going out to visit, seeing these schools, facilities, just getting the feel of D1 the next level. And ultimately, I committed to Tulsa. I felt that was the best. That was the best fit for me, with coaching wise, play style wise, and everything. I committed on the visit, and it just made sense for me to go there. But like I said, it was a great process being recruited by all these schools and everything. I try to stay as humble as I can. But yeah, like I said, it was a good process.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely cool seeing you post all those pictures, seeing you in those different jerseys for sure. The Tulsa one, I mean,
All right, man, it's going like that's always been a dream of mine. Visiting schools, taking those pictures and everything. It was a dream come true for real.
I remember seeing the ones in, Bradley, Buffalo, Tulsa. I mean, I was hyped when you sent me those pictures, that's for sure.
So,
When you announced your commitment, I was so excited for you. And Tulsa's in a very good conference. You talk about that American conference. They're right outside the Power Six. I consider them to be a high major conference personally, because you're talking about Houston, UCF, Memphis, going against some of the top big men in the country, including Malcolm Dandridge, who's returning to Memphis, Quincy Ballard, a 7-footer for Wichita State, Russell Techewa out of USF. You're going to be going against a lot more size than you were at the JUCO level.
right.
How are you getting ready to adapt to going against that size on both ends of the floor?
Honestly, with everything going on, just making sure my school is going to get me ready for that transition. Making sure I have the right nutrition diet, making sure my body's right, everything, and just learning from the game more. There's always something you can learn from the game, pick up and everything. So I'm excited to get ready for this year, get ready for the season. I have no worries going into this. I know my game. I know what I can bring to the table. And it's like I said, all it really is a mindset you gotta put yourself in. You go out there, you play your game, you do what you gotta do for the team, and just go and produce.
Yeah, and your game's definitely going to translate to a Tulsa team that is really in. They bringing back a few good quality bigs, but none of them really have the size and the muscle that you have. So you're going to end up being a really strong force for them down low, I'm sure, just like you were at FSW and Hutch. What should Tulsa fans really expect from Bryant Selebangue and this year's Tulsa team?
Um, you know, the Tulsa didn't do too good last year. The fans and everything. I feel like they're looking for something new with Coach Conco coming in and recruiting me and everything. What they should expect is us coming in and bringing back that Tulsa basketball. Because, like I said, these are the fans that want it. They've been wanting it for years. And I believe with this team we have this year, this is the team that's going to really bring back that culture and everything. And what they should expect from me personally is what I've been doing for FSW and more. I still believe I have more in my game that I can showcase, and I'm ready to add on to that, and I'm ready to go push through with these Tulsa guys, man. It's a group. It's a good group of guys. I got to see them. I got to play with them and everything. It's all aligned, on.
Yeah, I definitely can't wait to see Tulsa in that NCAA tournament this year. I know you're going to help get them there. And you said it best. FSW really got you ready there, just like they do for all their players. Like I said before, 6 Division I players from this year's team and countless more from previous years. What is it about FSW's culture? What is it about, their coaching staff, the environment at Florida SouthWestern where they're able to produce high-level Division I players year after year?
Honestly, it's I'll give it to the coaching. I'm gonna give it out to the coaching staff and the mindset they give to the players. You know, just working hard, pushing through it all. You know, we already have the facilities. We already have everything it needs for us to become D1 players. So it's the mindset that coaches puts us in. For me, I feel like it translated for me honestly because you know, you can have the best facilities, you can have the best everything, but if you're not going out there and putting yourself in the mindset that hey, we're gonna go out here and win these games, it's for nothing. But honestly, it's the culture, it's the basketball culture. I remember first coming over there, and I was telling my teammates and everything, and I was telling them I was like, yo, I've never really worked this hard in my life before. Coming in here, just the basketball culture and everything. To them it was normal, but for me it was new coming out here and working this hard, and as you've seen it translated. So I'm excited for that. I was excited for that.
And you got to go to work every single practice with a good group of big men. Jonathan Dos Anjos, who's going to UTEP, Justin Archer, who's heading to Radford, and Cameron Stitt, who's going to Delaware State. All three of them, just like yourself, going to Division I level. What was it like at practice every single day going at one another? I'm sure that was a good group of guys that got you better.
It was definitely competitive from day one. Me and Jonathan were going at each other, always trying to see who can dunk on each other, just keep track of who has the most body. So we competed amongst each other. We pushed each other. It was a good group of guys. You know, practice was hard, competitive all the time. And shout out to those guys for we're all taking our own path and good group of guys for appreciate that.
Yeah, and you guys definitely, between the four of you, there was a couple of dunks every single night against every single team you guys went against, especially from you. I'm pretty sure they kept track. That's another record you'd have because you just slammed it on so many people's heads. I remember against Spartanburg Methodist, you had a spin move into a one-handed dunk that just
White. Selebangue at the elbow. Puts it on the floor. Knocks down Pius and slams it down. Bryant Selebangue asserting himself in the paint for FSW.
I still don't know how you did that.
Cam is still in here. He can vouch for me, man. Like Coach Murphy just has us. He has us just dunk the ball all the time. Like I said, it's our mindset, just seeing the ball go in, slamming it. Because I remember Coach Murphy told me something before, and it really stuck to me. He was telling me like, yo, dunking is a privilege. Not everyone can dunk for real. And that really stuck to me. I took that with me. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna try to dunk everything I can. And it's really that mindset that I put myself in, dunking. And yeah, it paid off. Paid off for real.
Definitely, and I'm making your highlight tape now. Actually, it's gonna be on YouTube here soon, so keep up with that. There's a lot of dunks in there. I'm just saying, there's a lot of them.
I'll be waiting for that.
And can score in bunches. There is Selebangue going up high with energy. Hillsborough with a very impressive win. Here's Selebangue stuffing it down in the face of Burgess.
Absolutely. And you said it best, Coach Murph really has a great mindset and really knows how to get his players into a good mindset. Talk to me about his coaching style. What is it about Coach Murph? Because I've gotten to work with him the past few years, and he's such a great guy and an even more phenomenal coach. Reached 100 wins this season in his fourth year. What is it about Coach Murph that just makes him such a good coach?
First of all, I like to shout out the whole coaching staff. You know, they all made sure we were all ready to go from the start. And with Coach Murph, with him is he really cares. That's one thing I can say about Coach Murph. He really cares on and off the court. So he was able to build that relationship with me off the court, and it helped translate onto the court, building that trust, that bond, and everything. But yeah, he's a good coach. He gets after you. He'll scream at you. He'll say stuff to get at you, but at the end of the day, he's doing that all for love. It's just for you to get going and everything. And you can ask a lot of the guys. Like he went at me a lot. Like he made sure I'll be the best player I can possible. But yeah, shout out to him for real. He's actually a good coach for sure.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal coach, a phenomenal guy. And you're going to Tulsa that has another great coach. What was it about their coach that separated himself from all the other coaches that were recruiting you, that made you, trust him more than anyone else?
Honestly, his play style, how he coaches and everything, it matched with mine. And just a sense of trust, that's one thing I look for a lot. Because a lot of coaches, they say a lot of things, but at the end of the day, it's going to come down to trust and how you can produce on the court. So I was able to have sit down and talk with him. After talking to him, asking questions, he asked me questions as well. We were able to come to an agreement that this is a place for me, and like I said, it was a no brainer for me.
Definitely, and I definitely can't wait to see you in that system for Tulsa next year, breaking more rebounding records. I know you wanted to get that 20 rebound game this past season. I'm hoping you get Tulsa next year for sure. Absolutely, man. Is there anyone, I mean, like I said before, in the American Conference, that's such a tough conference. Is there anyone that you're really looking forward to going against this year?
Honestly, man, I'm not looking forward to play anyone. I'm not looking forward to I'm just going out there to produce and play my game. And whoever's in front of us, we're going to keep the same game plan, push through. And like I said, I'm excited. It's a good conference. It's a stage where I can go and prove myself. It's something I've been wanting for a long time now, and it's finally here. I'm just ready to go eat.
Absolutely, and we're all excited for you, man. I'm going to be tuning into every single game for you, bro. So proud of you. So happy that I got to have you on here, man.
But
Thank you so much.
you better come to some my UCF games and USF games.
Oh, I'm definitely coming out. I'm definitely coming out. There is no doubt in my mind about it, bro. Absolutely, man. You better grab that 20 rebound game when I'm there.
Yeah, I got you.
There we go, man. All right. Thank you so much for doing this with me, bro. I appreciate you.
Anytime, man. No love, bro.
Always, bro. And stay tuned for that highlight reel. It's going to be awesome.